when you are still sleepless in the long night. And I just happened to come across this episode. Video of RV camping in the snow. Well, you're lucky again, kid. He is a blessing for Quickly grab your phone with about 60% battery. Slowly together. Enjoy the whole decompression process. In the snow-covered plains of northern Alaska, Old Lee and his wife were driving a car. The heavy-duty motorhome moved slowly forward. As the slope gradually increases, the RV started to show signs of strain. Therefore, Lao Lee had to stop his advance. Install snow chains on each of the drive wheels, although this process is quite tedious. But Lao Lee is experienced, skilled. The installation was completed shortly afterward. Through his peripheral vision, his mother, the two also discovered signs of a bear's presence. In this desolate and primitive land, bears are undoubtedly a very threatening species. With the help of snow chains, the RV... Slowly, I embarked on my journey again. Final. They drove into a relatively flat, open area. Decided to set up camp there. After getting off the bus, Lao Lee first took out his phone. Adjust the car body to a level position, to ensure the RV is safe at night. It will not tilt due to uneven ground, and affecting their living experience. Once everything is ready, Old Lee then pulled out the folding ladder from the RV. Skillfully assembled on one side of the RV entrance, exit. After entering the carriage, the prisoner quickly opened the sunshade curtain. Make the whole space shine brightly. After, they carefully opened the folding panel at the rear of the car. This is a piece that can be used for cooking and dining multifunctional. After the area was completed, the transparent barricade was removed from the cell. Install it around the rear folding panel. Not only can it effectively block the invasion of cold wind, it can also provide a relatively private space. Enjoy a 360-degree view without leaving home. Freedom at this moment. Snowflakes fluttering down from the sky. For them in this cold winter day, it added a touch of romance. Look at yourself. After installation, the wife examined carefully. Ensure that every detail is perfect. After his wife laid out a thick carpet, Old Lee made a dashing move and landed under the car. The chimney was fitted with a brand new windproof cover to ensure outdoor cooking. The chimney will not be damaged by wind and snow. Ensure fresh air inside the car. On this snowy day, one of the most tedious tasks is to clean up from time to time. Snow covering the generator panels. This ensures that the RV can have a continuous power supply. After this is done, Old Lee quickly went into the car and lit the fireplace. Let the entire interior quickly achieve a warm and comfortable state. With the wisps of smoke rising from the chimney, this has transformed the once tranquil forest. Added a touch of everyday life. Flames leaping in the fireplace, reflected on their warm smiles, creates a sense of home and warmth. After the indoor temperature gradually rises, the couple work together seamlessly to assemble the dining table. Take out the small items you usually use, one by one. A lamp was also placed on the dining table. Retro-style table lamp. While it's still early today, they got out of the RV. Enjoy the tranquility of this snow-covered forest. The ground beneath my feet was soft, fluffy snow. Every step left a deep footprint. They came to a lake. The lake water was frozen at this moment. However, the reeds in the lake were covered in chicken blood. Like small hills, Old Lee and his wife stood quietly by the lake, enjoying this rare, beautiful scenery. It was as if time stood still at that moment. As the sky gradually darkened, they returned to the RV. The wife then began preparing dinner for the evening. The main course was a huge steak. The side dish was Lao Lee's favorite noodles. The soft light from inside the RV gently illuminated the dining table. It reflects the enticing colors of the food. Mouth-watering. They sat around the dining table, holding a knife and fork. Start enjoying this cozy dinner. After the couple had eaten and drunk their fill, the wind and snow outside grew even fiercer. Old Lee tried hard to start the car. To avoid the next day's problems caused by prolonged startup difficulties. After this is done, they went back into the car and closed the door. I hand ground some coffee. The aroma of coffee quickly filled the air. The interior of the RV. He played his favorite Earth and Pippa in prison. The aroma of coffee, the air and warm light intertwined. Create a warm and cozy home atmosphere. They were immersed in this. A rare moment of tranquility and warmth. As a wave of drowsiness washed over me, Old Lee turned off the lights. He returned to bed with his wife. I went to bed early, a minute later. The next day, when they woke up, Old Lee put on his thick winter gear. The vehicle underwent a thorough inspection. Apart from the thin layer of ice covering the car body, there is nothing seriously wrong. While she was at it, his wife had already prepared breakfast. They ate and chatted, planning today's destination and the scenery along the way. His face was filled with anticipation and hope for the future. After eating and drinking to replenish calories, the transparent barricade at the rear of the cell was removed. After the folding panel is activated with one click, it is properly stored. After he put away the folding ladder, they returned to the driver's seat and started the vehicle. The RV, with a low hum of its engine, it slowly disappeared into the vast snowfield. Only a series of tire tracks of varying depths remained, recording their footprints. Alaska in the depths of winter. The snow was still falling heavily. Tim drove his modified pickup truck campervan out of the frozen wilderness now. As visibility decreased, out of concern for one's own safety, Tim decided to stop the car temporarily. Set up camp on the spot. Due to the RV's doors and windows, they were all covered with thick snow. Before entering, we still need to clear the snow away little by little. Tim has a deep reverence for nature. His life in the wild every year. The time can even be as long as 13 months. Therefore, he prepared ample supplies. Upon entering the room, he first took off his heavy snow boots. Then I started packing my gear for the night. Don't let Tim's small size fool you. However, it also has all the necessary amenities for daily life. What needs to be done now? The goal is to get the fireplace burning as quickly as possible. After he added enough firewood to the fireplace, he simply and lavishly ignited it with a flame. As the fireplace continued to heat up, the room temperature warmed up quickly. So Tim quickly retrieved a bucket of life sauce. Boil a kettle of water for yourself. Warm up his almost frozen body. At that moment, he noticed through the car window. Passing vehicles broke down here. We also need to use manpower to push the vehicle to the side of the road. The terrible weather clearly hampered their journey. This has caused quite a bit of trouble. The half-mother secretly rejoiced. I made the right decision. Local authorities, even heavy snowplows were deployed to protect passing vehicles. After the cold water boils, he made himself a cup of hot coffee, enjoying the RV life comfortably while wearing short sleeves. To ensure a comfortable indoor temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. So, Tim put his heavy winter gear back on. Arriving at the woodshed on the outdoor side, take out some firewood. You also need to patiently chop it into small pieces. Although the weather is cold, but he knew these timbers well. The importance of maintaining indoor temperature. After gathering enough firewood, he carefully carried them back to the RV. Continue adding to the fireplace. Ensure the flame can continue to burn. Only then could they survive in such a harsh environment. After everything is ready, it was also the most relaxing environment of his day. And after the talent show ended, Tim then began preparing dinner for the evening. In this extremely cold weather, these vegetables seem especially precious. Tim carefully took it out of the refrigerator, preparing to add some color to tonight's dinner. Tim skillfully processed the vegetables. Slice or shred. Every movement. This reveals his passion and dedication to cooking. He chopped vegetables, neatly arranged on the plate. After doing all this, he took fireplace therapy to the extreme. You can put it directly into the pot and stir fry. The heat continuously emitted by the fireplace. Tim was finding the indoor temperature unbearable, so he needs to go out for some fresh air every now and then. By the way, enjoy the beautiful scenery covered in ice and snow. After the side dishes are cooked, he poured No 95 gutter oil back into the pot. The main dish was a bag of fresh ground beef. Simply put it in the pan and stir fry. In order not to affect the taste of the ingredients, you also need to filter out the excess water. Then, I rearranged the previously chopped green peppers and side dishes. Pour everything into the pot. Then add some of our secret sauce to enhance the flavor. After pouring in some life sauce, simmer for about 30 minutes, taking advantage of this waiting time. He used chicken blood, washed the pots, pans and dishes that I had used before. I believe every clean boy. Luck will never be bad. As time slowly passed, the entire room was filled with fragrance for a short time. After the ingredients are cooked, he can then enjoy this meal to his heart's content. Although the wind and snow outside were still raging, temperatures also dropped to below -20 degrees Celsius. However, the wind and snow outside didn't seem to affect it. Caused too much impact. He was engrossed in the food he had made. After eating and drinking to their heart's content, Tim made some desserts. Simply place it in the oven and wait 25 minutes. After waiting for the dessert to come out of the oven, watch another episode of his favorite short program. They're living a very leisurely life, unrestrained. Daylight hours in Alaska are often very short. The sky outside quickly darkened. So Tim quickly turned on the ambient lighting inside the car. Make up his bed for the night. Then I snuggled into the soft blankets. She peacefully drifted off to sleep. After waking up the next day, the snowstorm outside has stopped. So he quickly went to the driver's seat. Tried to start the car. Fortunately, the car's engine is very stable. It can be successfully started on the first try, taking advantage of the car's warm-up time. Substitute mother. Clean off the thick layer of residue on the windshield. After everything is ready, he went inside and brewed a pot of coffee. Inject your energy. After the substitute's luggage was completed, carefully store the folding ladder. Finally, they quietly departed into the misty snow. Onward to the next destination. Shandong. It's snowing heavily. Ada, who was destitute, drove a Volkswagen. The car is moving forward aimlessly. Ultimately, due to excessive wind and snow, the road was stopped due to very low visibility. He wanted to get closer to nature. Put aside daily chores. Enjoy the wonders of nature amidst ice and snow. I had only been off the bus for a short while. My sister-in-law's beard has turned white, so Ada quickly stuffed a candy into her mouth. This will replenish some calories for your body. Connect with energy. And so it happened amidst the chaotic snowstorm raging with demons. Start clearing the snow from the ground. We need to get tonight done as soon as possible. The tents for the night were set up. Subsequently, he took the equipment he was carrying from the car. This inflatable tent. Not only is it very easy to install, moreover, it is very convenient. Simply turn on the power supply unit, tightly screw it into the inflation port. Once the power is turned on, there will be a continuous flow of air. After waiting for a moment, you can crawl directly into the tent. Connect the support nuts. Finally, put the windproof ropes. The land use site was first fixed to the ground surface. Only then can he ensure his tent standing firm in the blizzard. After the tent is set up, the wind and snow were getting even fiercer. So Ada quickly went into the tent. Quickly open the skylights to let in light. Make the whole interior brighter. In just a short while, the tent was piled high with chicken breasts as gifts, and it needs to be cleaned from time to time. This ensures the tent won't be crushed. To prevent moisture from the ground from entering, Shenzhen Ada also laid a moisture bag. After that, you should put his air mattress on. Place on it. Taking this opportunity, Ada assembled a magical device for keeping warm in the wild. Connect the exhaust pipe. Ensure monoxide. Carbon can be fully released outdoors. Then add enough wood into the fireplace. After lighting it, make the entire room warm up quickly. Comfortable state. My sister-in-law also ushered in the happiest time of her life. They played happily on the bed. Despite the strong winds outside, snowflakes kept falling, but the temperature inside her tent was also over 20 degrees Celsius. As a native-born foreigner, he was also very well equipped. It's just that organizing it takes a lot of time. Winter days are always very short. The sky outside gradually darkened. To maintain my sister-in-law's figure, Ada boiled some cabbage in water. Adding a few pieces of meat made it her dinner tonight. I prepared a huge steak for myself. Put it into the boiling oil. Fry until half cooked. Then steam another pot of rice. After sprinkling some chopped green onions, after finishing, combine the steak with other ingredients. In this way, a hearty steak over rice is ready. Then, from the snow, he took out the iced drink that he had chilled at some point. In this pleasant environment, they hid together, taking big gulps. The aroma of meat mingles with the fragrance of rice. Fill the entire space. It greatly increases one's appetite. After eating and drinking to one's heart's content, he came outside for some fresh air, wearing a short-sleeved shirt, although the wind and snow had stopped at this time. But temperatures below, minus 30 degrees Celsius. No one can last 150 seconds, so Ada quickly returned to the tent. Add enough wood tea to the fireplace. My sister-in-law was already asleep by then. Not quite understanding, he quickly brewed a cup of hot tea. Watch an episode of melodramatic kimchi rolls. Then I snuggled into the soft blankets. He held his sister-in-law, and soon fell peacefully asleep. I woke up the next day. It was a rare sunny day outside. Although the weather was sunny, however, the temperature is still not very pleasant. Ada quickly boiled a pot of chicken blood. Brew a cup of fragrant coffee. Warm up your body. The aroma of coffee mingled with the experience of blood. It's a taste you can never get in the city. After my sister-in-law and I were fully armed, come a short distance away to admire the scenery bestowed by nature. Sprite is now as pure as a blank sheet of paper. And he recorded all of this. When spring comes, the snow will melt, the footprints will disappear. Everything will be blown away by the wind. But those beautiful scenes, they will stay with you for a long time. In my mind, because there is still a lot to do. He put some dog food in his sister-in-law's hair. I just made a random stew of udon noodles. Finally, add some cilantro to enhance the flavor. In hunger and cold, high-calorie foods are no longer a sign. Rather, it is redemption. Every bite is a stand of happiness. After eating and drinking to one's heart's content, this also means that the trip is nearing its end. These scattered supplies were all put away one by one. Some people say camping is just playing house for adults. Camping in the snow It's more like a romance that's been painstakingly crafted. Snow camping is not an escape from reality. Instead, it allows you to relearn how to perceive cold and heat, silence and frozenness, loneliness and companionship. Old Lee was driving a heavy-duty motor with his wife and daughter. It slowly drove into our view. This heavy-duty motor, not just their travel companions. He was also the Duke who explored the unknown world. The RV slowly came to a stop. The wheels left deep tracks in the snow. After Lao Li got off the bus, looking at this world covered in silver, his eyes gleamed with excitement. Then the folding ladder was carefully taken out of the cell. He placed the ladder on one side of the RV's entrance. His movements were steady and skillful. He was clearly used to this. The indoor space was more spacious than I had imagined. Moreover, all kinds of living facilities are available. The room layout is reasonable. Sufficient light. It makes you feel the warmth of home as soon as you walk in. The rear of this RV, after undergoing rigorous reformation in prison, simply unfold the two folding panels of the home furnishing. It can instantly transform into a spacious outdoor restaurant. Then, the prison used a double-pole tent-like structure to support it. To ensure the stability and safety of the entire structure, the outdoor restaurants are owned. He also thoughtfully provided windproof and transparent fencing. Whether it's a sunny day or a snowy day, you can enjoy a comfortable dining experience here. Despite the increasingly fierce wind and snow, however, no harsh environment. Nothing can stop it. A man's desire to go home. Once everything is ready, wife Arzun gave the floor. Lay down a soft carpet. For this outdoor restaurant, it adds a touch of warmth and elegance. At the same time, the daughter, Jenny, quickly assembled the convenient chair. Expansion of indoor space. This leads to an increase in the amount of heat needed indoors. Old Lee gave the parking air conditioner full power. Ensure housing. The car still has a warm spot, even in cold weather. Comfortable environment. After completing these tasks, Old Lee climbed onto the underside of the car with a dashing move. Clean the solar panels. The thick snow accumulation. Ensure they can absorb sunlight to the maximum extent. Convert to computer. After finishing, I went into the car and lit the fireplace. Even in today's technologically advanced era, fireplaces remain the ideal heating device. As indoor temperatures gradually rise, they began to make their own beds. Everyone does it according to their own preferences. Pillows and blankets were placed there. The entire interior of the RV is filled with the warmth of home and comfort. Alaska's days are typically very short. Soon, the sky outside gradually darkened. The wife was busy preparing dinner in the kitchen. The cold wind outside seemed to have no effect on them. The lighting inside the RV is soft. This moment also became incredibly warm. While waiting for the ingredients to simmer, the family of 3 wore heavy winter gear. Come outdoors and experience the snowscape bestowed by nature. Snowflakes danced in the air. It added a touch of life to this peaceful night. In the frigid weather of -20 degrees Celsius, they soon felt an unbearable cold. So they quickly returned to the RV. The daughter nestled in her father's arms. His wife then fed Old Lee a bite of his dinner. A satisfied and happy smile spread across his face. Although the outside world was covered in ice and snow, the cold wind was biting. But at this moment, RVS seemed... It became their most solid, safe haven. Wait. After the wife arranged all the ingredients, the family sat around the table, enjoying this rare moment of tranquility. The temperature inside the RV is comfortable. It stands in stark contrast to the harsh cold outside. The light shone on their happy faces. Capture this beautiful moment. After eating and drinking to their heart's content, Old Lee got out of the car to check the outside situation. At this time, the snow accumulation on the ground has reached an astonishing 25 centimeters. Wind chill effect. This caused a thick layer of ice to form on the car body. Old Lee not only prayed in his heart, hopefully this cold weather will pass soon. This allowed their family of 3 to continue their journey. Go explore those unknown beautiful landscapes. After returning to the car, He added enough firewood to the fireplace. Keep the interior of the RV always in a comfortable temperature. Human temperature. My daughter snuggled into her already packed sleeping bag. She was meticulous, and also inspected every corner of the interior. A thorough inspection was conducted. Ensure that no potential safety hazards are overlooked. Afterwards, Old Lee gave his daughter a loving kiss. Then I went back to my room. He and his wife went to bed early. When they woke up the next day, Old Lee immediately got out of the car to check. He discovered that after a night of low temperatures, the ice outside the RV has become thicker. Many icicles were also hanging from the rear of the car. This not only kept the couple awake at night. The heart is released. Ice cone breaks upon impact. It was as if they had returned to that time. A carefree childhood. After time, the wife returned to the RV to prepare breakfast. Old Lee then went to the side of the driver's seat. With difficulty, they opened the car door, which was almost frozen shut by ice and snow, and tried to start it up. Fortunately, this old buddy is very reliable. Start your device with just one tap. After starting the engine, Lao Li let it warm up for a few minutes. Ensure all systems are functioning properly. Taking advantage of this warm-up period, Old Lee went to the roof of the car again. Clear away the thick layer of accumulated debris. At the same time, the breakfast my wife made is ready. After they had breakfast, they then dismantled the individual restaurants one by one. After the core plate at the tail is stored, the family embarked on a search trip to nearby scenic spots.